Kia Motors surprised everyone by showcasing their entire lineup at the Auto Expo early this year. A few months back, I had a chance to sample the Sportage SUV. Earlier this week, I drove the Stinger GT, and now this. Friends, welcome to Car Talk. I'm your host Bunny Punia, and this is the Optima, a car that truly tells us why we should be taking Kia very seriously in the months to come. Now, the Optima plays in the category of cars like the Volkswagen Passat, which means that no wonder the dimensions are quite generous. It looks elegant and wears the corporate suit rather well. And I particularly love the Optima in this shade of silver, which goes on well with the silver alloy wheels and chrome usage, something that we Indians love. At the same time, the front is quite angular, and although there are no fog lamps, the design of the bumpers is very nice, and they also get these functional air dams. Moving on to the side profile, this one showcases you the low-slung nature of the Optima and something I've never seen on a car in India before. The chrome going very well into the C-pillar. Now, this is unique and gives the Optima a very good rear profile. Ditto for the LED tail lamps, which make the Optima stand out in the crowd of cars on Indian roads. In fact, in the last 4 days, I've been driving the car in Delhi, and people have walked up to me to talk more about Kia, the brand, and Optima. Speaks volumes. Now, as much as I like the exteriors of the Optima, the interiors do not offer the same bling factor. But don't get me wrong, it's a good place to be, and the overly black theme works well to impart the luxury factor. Further on, the touch and feel of the seats or the material used over here or on the steering or the gear lever is top notch. Also, it's a very practical place to be it this long armrest, which is good for all kind of drivers, or the concealed storage spaces with their covers over here, and everything falls into your hands perfectly well. And in spite of being a low-slung sedan, the airiness factors or the visibility factor does not take a hit, and that is because of the huge glass area, including the sunroof. So be it a short driver or a tall person like me, you do feel at home in the Optima and you do not feel hammered in. Also, this one is fully loaded from powered front seats, both the driver and the co-driver, to heated and cool functions again for both the drivers. You also get wireless charging, a touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, cruise control, a good driver info display. So overall, things up front in the Optima are quite nice, not the most bling looking cabin design, but overall very good. Time to check out the rear seats. Now, if I'm paying 20 to 30 lakh rupees for a sedan, I want a lot of things. I want my space, I want my comfort, and as you can see, in spite of this seat being positioned for my height, I stand 6 feet tall, I have oodles of space at the back. I can literally take out my shoes and relax on the move. This is quite nice. Now, in spite of being a low-slung sedan, there is ample headroom. As you can see, my head is still not touching the roof, so that is surprisingly very good. The doors also open very wide, so getting into the Optima is not an issue. I get my manual sunblinds over here at both the ends, twin charging outlets including a fast charger, my armrest, AC vents, and the overall visibility is not bad. So I think compared to the front seats, the rear ones are very good for being chauffeured around after a long day at office. Time to check out the boot space. Now, although I do not know the figures for the boot space of the Optima in liters, I do know it's got a lot of space. Right then, the perfect car for Mr. Jason for his next Transporter series.
Now, the Optima comes with a couple of engine options internationally, and the one I'm driving right now gets a 2-liter petrol engine, which is good for 205 PS of power. Now, this is an excellent figure. This one is mated to a 6-speed automatic gearbox, which is not really impressive in terms of extracting the best from the engine. After all, a 200 bhp engine is supposed to be thrilling, it's supposed to give you grinning moments, but this one is slightly laid back in nature. On the good part, if you're heading back home after a long day at work and you want something that is effortless to drive, very comfortable, relaxing. The Optima actually scores high marks. The steering is light, the gearbox and engine they work in good tandem for a relaxing drive. The NVH levels are excellent. So overall, in terms of comfort levels, in terms of pampering the customers, be it being chauffeur driven at the back or driving over here, I think the Optima does the job very well. Now, this one is not an Indian spec car. It was imported into India for the Delhi Auto Expo a few months back. And hence, this one rides on 18-inch alloy wheels with low-profile tires. Now, with low-profile tires, the ride quality always takes a hit. But surprisingly and shockingly, the Optima gives you a very good ride quality. Now, of course, those sharp undulations, the cement joints, and those plastic rubber speed breakers, they do remind you of stiffness. But overall, even with one on board, the ride quality can be termed as comfortable. Now it's a petrol motor, so it's supposed to be very smooth and silent. It is, but somewhere even with the engine running, if I'm standing outside next to the bonnet, I can't hear the engine at all. Even if I keep my hand on the bonnet hood, vibrations are not there. So I think Kia has really got it right in terms of NVH levels. You are sitting at the back, you want to have a very silent conversation with your driver at 80 kmph. It's very much possible. So top marks for giving the interiors a very quiet room. Now this 6-speed gearbox is not the best around in terms of being an enthusiast delight, but it goes about doing its duties in an able manner on a daily basis. The problem is when you want to go fast, when you want to have your share of thrills, this is where this one leaves a lot to be desired. Of course, I have my paddle shifters over here. I can change gears manually by flicking the lever to the right. I can even switch to sports mode. I have 3 modes over here, the eco, normal and sports. But somewhere, when you want that momentum, when you want to be pushed back into the seat, it does not happen. It sounds good, but it takes its own sweet time. The big small question, kitna deti hai? Well, this is something owners will not really care about, but nevertheless, for the last 4 days, I've been getting a combined economy of 8.7 for Delhi NCR, and that is not bad at all. It's a 2-liter petrol automatic car. Out on the expressway at 100 kmph, the engine spins at approximately 2000 RPM, which translates into around 16 kmpl. At those speeds, again, very good for your highway usage. The paddle shifters do give you a lot of control over the gearbox, but again, if I go down hard like this, if it sounds loud, it sounds nice, but the corresponding change in momentum, especially when you're upshifting or you brake and you want the gears to drop again, this is somewhere the Optima will not really thrill you.
And that brings us to the end of the video. Now first things first, although the Optima will not be the first or the second Kia to come to India, this one proves that Kia is more than just a manufacturer of small family cars. Yes, this Korean giant can make good looking and comfortable premium sedans, good enough to rival German peers. The only thing that needs to be done is to market the brand in the right way. What do you feel about Kia and the Optima? Let us know in the comment section below, and to watch more such videos, guys, you know what to do, subscribe to our channel. So till the next time, drive safe and do not forget to wear that seatbelt.